he was the mafia. Big dogs on top of ya.
Pause on that. I put the pause on all y'all, and I got lockjaw. Might wanna fall on back. All y'all whack. Niggas call they self tryna defend that. Hee hee. When gang loaded, straight dancing around stadium sold out. It's best y'all back up. Cause quite frankly, if he actually needed backup, y'all know he just brings soul out. The blog saying the coasting lost, that's a bad look. The homie literally just popped out and set the stage for y'all. What the fuck? I got love for the Beast Coast Club. We the best one. What's up? Quit bumping your gun. Get back in the pool. Stop playing with us. Got me feeling like Ice Cube sitting in a glass half full. But I'm straight out of Carson. Bring in the arson. Little nigga, watch your attitude. Hey, the new Bo Boyega, the Bottega and Chuck Taylors. Mike May Dre drop Detox and reunite Black Hippie. Don't tempt me. Man.
Cassie herself is on the everybody else.
So is the boogeyman. Nobody wanted to do that. Why? Why? I mean, I know he's dope. Like nobody. Soul not die. It ain't gonna be no Bob. It ain't gonna be.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Ray, don't worry about that. We gonna get these bands though. I see it. I see you. Hey, man. Give me my pride. Give me my. Woo! Give me my pride. Everything don't happen for a reason. Your bitches sold me in. My more seasoned. Yeah, I'm more appeasing. I need me a Grammy just so I can peas in. Somebody get Moose on the line. I still take it. Joey, my little homie, hold on into the void. If you lose fear, the room once he can destroy. Bang, bang, bang. I'm so corrupted, I wanna call out names. But that'll be a waste of my time. Cause don't nobody want it with A. B, don't forget the dash. Unless you make the meta math, $ OUL, you can fucking have. Compliments of the company, car son, a car from Belly. I prove I won already, bar none. Don't cross the 91 without a pass. You gon' need credentials and premium gas. And I'ma slap academics when I see them. Where you niggas from? Where you niggas at? Give me my props. Give me my. Give me my props. Give me my. Give me my props.
So interesting because we're getting multiple people that are saying that the defense are coming up with the same theory. Now, is it going to be effective? We don't know. Remember the first person they kind of accused of being jealous? They accused an escort. They said, yo, you and Cassie has your own relationship inside, right? You started to like her, right? You would have dated her if outside the situation. The person said yes. And basically, oh, you told her to leave him, right? They basically painted that person as, oh, you were jealous of what Diddy did. Now, I don't know if that's going to be effective, but, I mean, I'm not in the courtroom. I'm also not a juror. It's contextualizing everything. Like, these are people who either got fired, had nothing going on, and needed money. Or some of them, like, you know, they were jealous themselves. They wanted to be with Diddy, right? Or be in the position, at least, Cassie was in.
But she's willing there, she's participating, and she's taking advantage of the employees herself.
Another update from court. This is for you, Safa. So, Agnifilo says...
We've tried to attack you before, but we couldn't break through to Ashwick's fortress. Look out for damaged ad-libs. You may have to repair one to reach the target.
Talented. She had talent, was very beautiful, but not talented. She was not. I have good taste. Ooh. Harsh. What do you think of that, Safa?
Very now that it has now this was a but I think what I'm hearing for this is that Toro was not throughout this time that she was in Mr. Combs that she was
Tarnished.
We've tried to attack you before, but we couldn't break through to Ashwick's fortress. Look out for damaged Adlins. You may have to repair one to reach the target.
Absol dropped the song dressing like
Don't forget the dash. Unless you make the meta mad $OUL you can fucking have. Compliments of the company, car son, of course from Belly. I prove I won already, bar none. Don't cross the 91 without a pass. You gon' need credentials and premium gas. And I'ma slap academics when I see them.
Absol. If you ever raise a hand at me, nigga, it'll be your last day on earth, nigga. You gonna join Nipsey. Nipsey, King Von, Pac, all of y'all gonna be having a good time. Stop it. I hate you pussy ass rappers. Y'all don't talk tough to nobody. We ain't see you slap nobody. Niggas ain't even hear your voice, my nigga. Stop it. We don't believe you, nigga. And I'm going to the GNX concert. I'm either Toronto or I'm picking another date. So you go, I'm gonna be there. I'm going to you. You ain't coming to Jersey, nigga. You try to slap me, nigga, it's your last day on earth, nigga. You take your last couple deep breaths. Hope you wish your whole family. What are y'all niggas talking about? Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Yo, that little goofy shit y'all talking about, like, bro, it's not happening. What are you talking about? What are you nigga talking about? The nigga violating you, you don't want to slap him? Or maybe we're just rapping. I think he probably just rapping. I'm so not like that. The fuck is this nigga talking about? Y'all got this goofy ass nigga talking like this? Absol, I'll give you an address, nigga. I dare you to pull up and try to slap me. It'll be your last day on earth. I've been praying and begging for one of y'all rap niggas to give an example. What are you talking about? Please, keep your goofy raps, keep rhyming words, but keep it wherever the fuck you at, my nigga. Bitch, you could spin. Y'all just GNX tour with Justin Jersey. 888 Newark Avenue, Jersey City, New Jersey, nigga. 07306. You could meet me there, you won't slap nothing, nigga. It'll be the last day you on earth. Stop rapping about doing shit to people who ain't talking about doing shit to you. Stop. I'm gonna call out that bitch name every single time. So now when you rap, you put this on record, you ain't about to do nothing. Now, if I start getting disrespectful, I keep a little dossier. I keep a dossier on you, your baby moms, and I keep something on all y'all. Right? Stop. If Joey Badass give me how to beat, telling y'all rap niggas, I'm a civilian, but I'd be damned if I let one of y'all hostile, ignorant gang members think you're gonna come put hands on me and spread my life without me using exactly what I believe is within the response that I need to.
Tried to attack you before, but couldn't break through to Azric's fortress. Look out for damaged
They won't
Adlins.
throw a funeral for
You may have to repair one to reach the target.
Just stop that. Stop. Not do nothing. Not do nothing. You're gonna show up to the fucking. You're gonna have the glasses on in broad daylight and just rap like you're Marvin Gaye Woods line. You're gonna rap like you want and exist the motherfucking thing. You can't ever slap that. Hey, y'all see slap something? Y'all see Absol slap something? Absol slap something. At some point, y'all niggas got to get the slap. Absol, they won't throw a funeral like this. If you ever raise a hand, you personally, I told you where you're gonna be. You're gonna be at a Pop Smoke concert. They're gonna say Tupac is next. Hopefully you get on the bill. I don't think you get the bill. Stop saying that. Okay? Anyway, keep getting your ass whooped by motherfuckers.
He's tried to attack here before, but we
Who the
couldn't
fuck
break
this
through
nigga
to
think he is?
Aztec's fortress. Look out for damaged Atlands. You may have to repair one to reach the target.
Now, I gave you the address. After this, you're pussy if you don't come see me. If you say when you see me, like, I was something the address don't matter. I'm telling you right now, you can't rob me one of them. You're not looking to take this son back. Bitch ass and the rest of y'all West Coast, and your ass like, Joey Badass. You ain't seen none of y'all slap nothing. Y'all getting slapped up by whoever the hell bullying y'all out here. Y'all all getting robbed, y'all getting killed, y'all getting all kinds of accidents. Cars in there, I got no problems. So when I see, take your glasses off, nigga. Just remember, we won't throw a funeral for you like this. There might be 2 Uber Pools that pull up to your shit. But if you think you're in the slapping mood, continue with acting like you want to take violence. Continue. And all y'all blogs just put down together. They won't throw up a fucking funeral for you like this. Goofy nigga who crashed out is like the nigga who Kendrick won't even acknowledge. At least he brings J-Rock on stage. He brings Schoolboy Q on stage. We don't see the nigga in the glasses come on stage. We like, what the fuck is he here for? He's just here. He's supposed to be the rapper. He's just saying.
Aztec's fortress.
Okay?
Look out for damaged Atlands.
Somebody said, act scared. I'm not scared. I'm telling you, they won't have a funeral for him like Nipsey. Nigga, the fuck is you talking about? Printed, press it, nigga. The fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, so that's, so I think that's that in order to showing that she makes decisions on her own, that she fights me and things of that nature, which would make it so much control of her and her
It's taking a small hit, something not tarnished. Significant amount of jail time, regardless of what charges he's on. That's a loss. That's a major loss. So, again, there's so much to work with. They are doing a great job, but I still don't think they have enough to totally discredit
Ooh, it's a tough call. I think that the prosecution is by this movement. I would say I don't know that they've established enough.
I don't like her even saying that because if you think it's close gotta go to the defense. If it's close, you gotta go to the defense. Because remember, for the prosecution, when they gotta get found beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, you might think it's gonna be a mixed decision. If it's a mixed decision, you go down on a few counts. Maybe that's what she's talking about, but to me, the RICO charge today is looking a lot better than it looked the first day. I think it's 50-50 with Cassie. We haven't heard Jane Doe, and those are the main 3 counts. I think there's like 5 counts, and the other 2 has to do with some other shit.
Guilty beyond a reasonable doubt because the government has proven every single element of each and every offense. And I think that there are significant questions that the jurors are going to have to ask themselves with respect to credibility. And, with the domestic violence, with the sexual transactions, and all of those sorts of things. So the jurors are going to have to really ask some interesting questions. I think the prosecution is having a win today, at least to this point, establishing that Capricorn Clark appears to have been kidnapped. But we'll see. The defense isn't really too far behind, in my opinion.
By the way, one more update from court. Capricorn Clark said about Cassie, talented to me is Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey. Cassie, she was more of a studio musician. She needed things equalized. Agnifilo, Cohen's defense attorney, asked, did she perform live? A couple times. Not the greatest. Was she a hard worker? At times. Okay, so that will continue. Listen, really interesting back and forth about this. I really appreciate you both taking the time to not only break down the intricacies of this case, taking our viewer questions, and what great questions we got. So, Safa Robinson Ferrer, thank you so much. And Cameron Delachi.
All right. Bet. My bad, y'all like the little scrub missiles, man. It's Ab-Soul, man. The nigga, yo, the nigga been bitching about not getting clout when Kendrick got all the clout. Nigga, you just a boring rapper. We don't really tune into you, nigga. You just a boring ass rapper. We don't give a fuck what you talking about. I love when niggas start saying they can't wait to do something because I like giving them a reason. Nigga, didn't you wife up Lloyd Banks' side chick, bro? That's who you got a baby with, right? If you never had a reason to slap me, I'm gonna give you a reason. You won't have to find a slap. I'm gonna give you the reason. Because I gotta see if some of these things are actually reality. Ain't your baby mom's like Lloyd Banks' like side chick? I told you I got a little document for you. Don't let me start setting it off now, but I'm glad I'm gonna get a nice TV cross here. You already damn rap about me. Boy, we ain't never seen you slap nothing ever. You look goofy as hell. Ain't you one of them emotional niggas on TV that every time you punch or one of them niggas pull your drawers up and give you a wedgie and you can't drop music, you start tweeting and saying hieroglyphic shit like, y'all niggas can't even drop music when y'all want. You can't talk about me. Why you ain't slapped Joey Badass when he was dissing you in front of your face? Nigga, we seen the bitch in you at that point. The nigga dissed you to your face. You was looking goofy like, let me play this. Fuck this nigga drop. Hold on, we gotta set it off on this ass. Oh, hell no. I thought y'all was lying to me earlier. Because I seen somebody say, yo, Acto, good job taking the high road. I've never taken the high road. I only know one road, the low road. Pause. Not that one. What the fuck? Hold up. Ab-Soul, Joey Badass. You heard what I said, nigga? Y'all getting your ass beat 1v15. All right, Big Sean, get your ass on out of here. Look. Yo, you gotta be weary of a nigga who's scared to take off his glasses. He wearing shades in the daytime everywhere. He won't even look you in your eye. He hiding constantly behind some shades. Look. The nigga sat here this the entire West Coast. Kendrick blew everybody, and all you did was bob your goofy head, nigga. You ain't about to slap nothing, nigga. Slapping ain't in you. Nigga, you must be out of your mind. Yo, does anybody, I will pay $10,000 if y'all send me a video of this nigga Ab-Soul slapping. Boom. There's some actual rappers I actually know that's about it and believe it. But when I hear these niggas talk about it, you're a rapper. You're a rhymer. You just like me. And to keep it real, I'm 10 times richer than you. So whoever you got, I got too. Unless Kendrick give you some money. I mean, if you go into person. It's all good. What are you talking about? These niggas be talking like they're like super tough. Nigga, I saw you the whole way, and you saw me, you're doing nothing. If you're with 10 people, you might be dead.
You ain't no Copernicus nigga, you come on my time. Told you I would let you shine, give you space to coexist, cause when I'm playing it in line, now they like getting the
Yo, the whole West Coast is on their period because Joey Badass gave y'all the beats. How y'all mad at me? Why you mad at me for?
2 Hellcats.
Why you say fuck me for? I'm not the one who lyrically violated you. Joey Badass took your manhood. He dissed you, your man and them. He dissed your old coach in front of you. Now you talking about a nigga. Nigga, I seen you one time, nigga. You put me for $1,500 at Rutgers University back in 2020. That's a fact. Go look it up. Go just type in Ab-Soul Academics.
After you take those out,
and it's not about the money. I was just trying to say, like, I don't know this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody been thinking about Ab-Soul, nigga. Y'all care if one hit this above ass nigga. Ab-Soul Academics 2013 Rutgers. Yeah. Schoolboy, don't get involved. Pick your battles truly. Pick your battles wisely. I ain't dish you. Okay? Stay out of this, Schoolboy Q. But Absol, I think you blind. Oh yeah, look at this blind ass. I don't know what the fuck he got going on over here. This goofy ass nigga showed up like he just came out of like Men in Black. Nigga, who is this nigga? Who the fuck is this nigga right here? You ain't had no slap energy then. Where is this slap energy coming from? We ain't see you slap nobody. Nigga, all you had was a pair of extra black lips because you keep smoking them fucking, I don't know what you be smoking, nigga. But your lips just look like tar. I'm sorry. You're rapping, you think you good, you ain't that good. I'm sorry. Joey Badass is showing, yeah, y'all West Coast niggas, y'all got bars, but you need your daddy, you need your pops, K-Dot, to fucking help you out. The fuck is you talking about? Who have you slapped? You see, when everybody be talking shit about me, I know the niggas who slap people. If I was supposed to talk about Mano right now, I know 3 niggas Mano slapped. That's a fact. Mano has a history of slapping niggas. Say what's the game? He has a history of squabbling with niggas. The only person Absol probably slapped is his bitch, who was Lloyd Banks' sighting back in the day. What is this goofy talking about? You wifed up yo, let me tell you this, and Lloyd Banks a better rapper than you too. Lloyd Banks' sighting went from a better rapper, who at least, you know what I mean, didn't he drop that little Rotten Apple album back in the day? Went to you, you're like the West Coast garbage can, and then all of a sudden, now you think you him. Is this thing out of his damn mouth? Let me Google it. I see, yo, y'all niggas was on some like weird shit, like y'all niggas was on some green earth, eating plants shit. I was like, what the fuck they got going on? I've never seen a vegan rapper. I'm like, this nigga definitely don't want beef. Now he talking about he want beef, but he slapping me? The boy was eating leaves with his chick. Yaris Sanchez. Nigga, that's Lloyd Banks' old work. Fuck is you talking about? And yes, nigga, since you mentioned you want to slap me, I'm gonna give you every reason to slap me. Yeah, she was bad back when Lloyd Banks had her. Now she on some vegan shit, no deodorant. She's on some other shit now. You feel what I'm saying? I think this goofy nigga put a baby in her belly too. Yeah, that shit was kind of bad, but okay. I can't believe, not Absol. Yo, he is like the nigga on the Rockets. What's that nigga on the Rockets with the braids who told mad shit? You like, bro, you're trash. What's that nigga name? He's like Dylan Brooks. Yo, this the Dylan Brooks of TDE, who's talking like he's gangster and talking like he matters. Gang, you had a spark what you started, nigga, but now nobody thinks of you and your bars as nothing. What is this goof talking about? Look at this goof right here.
Move the cash. My lady told me somebody told me that my career was in the trash.
It is! This fucking goof.
About missing my window or something. I wanted to.
You did miss your window, dummy. Your ass got pussy whipped and went over there with Lloyd Banks' ex. It's over. You need to, listen, instead of trying to hop over here and trying to be on my dick, you need to be on your boy's dick, which is Kendrick, and get a feature. We don't want to hear you rap battle versus nothing. We ain't never slapped nothing. We ain't see you defeat nobody in a rap battle. We're just looking at you as like an old goof who basically never got on. At least Lloyd Banks had a couple hits. What this nigga done had? You ever see how these TDE niggas who don't, when they're not Kendrick, all they do is like bitch about, oh, they can't put shit out. They be going through emotional shit. Emotional. Look at these niggas.
I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta more. Today.
Look at this nigga. The highlight of his career was being in the goddamn BT Cypher, the TDE shit. This was the highlight of his fucking career, I swear.
Till I'm finished, till I make a couple tickets.
Shout out to J-Rock.
poison in my soda, trying to dodge the coffin. All odds against me, still.
Nigga, this was 10 years ago. It's over for you niggas. You're not gonna be Kendrick, ever will. You're just the garbage can of TDE that wiped up another man's like side ting. That's it. Like that's your whole career. That's your whole legacy. You've never slapped nothing. Will never slap nothing. You just look like the dirty nigga of motherfucking TDE. This nigga look like the Timu version of Jay Cinco. I'm looking at this bum like, yo, who is this nigga? Get him a shower. You know when you get a stray dog, you gotta tie him up and then spray him with water? That's what you gotta do to this bum ass nigga here. Is this nigga serious? Yo, which one of y'all think is checking for Ab-Soul? Ab-Soul? At least Lloyd Banks was a punchline king. This bum ass nigga just the trash king.
Believe in the score. Probably why I'm always OT on tour. TDE, believe me, we want war. I don't even know what piece I like most no more.
Yeah, he had a chance, but a nigga like this, he just couldn't produce on results. I hate to say it. Niggas don't like to tell the truth. I hate to say it. Ab-Soul couldn't Ab-Soul is a good rapper. I'm not trying to take nothing away from him. He a good rapper. He can't make a good song. He's garbage. So now, Joey Badass done gave all the rejects on the West Coast a chance to get... Leave me out of y'all battle. I don't even want to cover that shit because y'all niggas is trash. I done told y'all this already. I'm covering the Diddy case and I'm having a good time doing it. Don't let me get on you trash ass West Coast niggas who can't make a song. You don't go down in no type of history. You're on the shelf. You should be the Quentin Miller for Kendrick. Maybe you could give him a hotline here or there, but supposedly Kendrick got himself. He don't need you. You're just up there soaking up air, and I'm pretty sure you're fucking shelved trying to get away to get some recognition because you can't put belt to Joey Badass, all pun intended. Don't try to get Big Ac. It hasn't been much success when people came there. Haven't been much success. Okay? Ab-Soul, if I hear one more word out of your dirty halitosis mouth, I'm rapping against you. I'm gonna just show you. If Joey beat your ass, I could beat your ass too. Nigga, not only won't you slap nothing, you ain't out rapping shit. Get your bars up, nigga. Chat. One more mention from him about me, and I'm rapping against him. Me and you gonna battle it out. I'm gonna show you, nigga. I'm gonna show you. One more mention out of this musty, dirt-looking nigga's mouth of me, and I'm going to put him in his place. I'm hitting the studio. This is how easy we think y'all are. I told y'all West Coast niggas are the two. So one more mention. And actually, I do want you to do this because I got to warm up the bars. Me and you can rap. Nobody will give you the time of day. But today, Big Ac gonna handle you on the stream, but Lil Ac gonna handle you in the booth, okay? Because since y'all think y'all could mention my name and all willy-nilly, first of all, I encourage you and I welcome you to come try to slap it, but I told you it won't happen because the next day or the next moment, you're gonna be doing a concert with Pop Smoke, King Von, Nipsey Hussle, Tupac, Biggie and them, except your ass even won't be on the bill. You'll be performing by the gates. And they won't be the pearly ones. You just be out there just like, yo, you're just shaking the coffee cup like, yo, I got a couple bars. Like, get your bitch ass on out of here, man. Get out of here. So, stop with the slapping stuff. Stop with it. But, since your ass want a lyrical exercise, and clearly you can't handle Joey Badass because he's giving belt to ass, Big Ac might have to wake up a demon. Lil Ac. Chat, I'm giving him a warning. Any more mention of me, you got to battle with me now. Let's bring it to a level you can handle, but I still don't think you can handle Lil Ac. Okay? Boy, I don't know if you got cataract, glaucoma, whatever the fuck going on with your eyes. Get some contacts, put some Visine in, and just remember, when you look up at the, whatever the fuck you looking up at the booth, when you see Big Axe name, you should not mention him. You should feel safe playing with something else that's safer, not me. But, you want a rap battle? I have a rap alter ego. Let's get it. I'll give TDE the beats too. After what I watch Joey Badass do, I'm like, this shit can't be that hard. I think I'll check it too. And if SZA wanted, I'll sing at her too. It's fact. Anybody could get it, except Dot. For Dot, we going we just gonna That's it. That's it. You know what I mean, niggas that done threaten me that later on I got a fake cry. Oh my God, I can't believe they smoked them. The whole time I'm remembering this bitch ass nigga saying to me, yo, I'm gonna put pause on Act. I'm like, why you didn't put pause on the nigga who shot you and killed you? Why that never happened? So the whole time I'm doing the video, can we have a moment of silence for, then I cut it. I'm like, this nigga's goofy. I can't, all right, hold on. Can we have a moment of silence? I can't believe they, exactly. Absol, man, stop it, man. You ain't slapped none in your life, nigga. Maybe you slapped your girl, but that's about it, brother. We never heard you slapping nothing. Boy, I seen you in person, whether it was 10 or 15 years ago, nigga. You look like a scrawny midget, nigga. Like, to keep it real, look like you couldn't even do a pull-up, my nigga. You ain't less than some of my bitches, my nigga. Like, you're like 115 pounds. Just please just cut it out, bro. You're not about to threaten nothing, bro. Please. I don't like when y'all rappers talk gangster with me. Because I follow all the shit, and I could tell you when y'all niggas got robbed, got ran out the spot, when niggas shot at y'all, and when I bring it up, y'all say, Act, why you getting federal? But I thought, When they'll follow Kendrick, listen, it's the Kendrick, Doherty, and Scissor show. The rest of y'all, keep grinding. If y'all got slaps to give out, if y'all don't go up in that office and say, bitch, nigga, why my shit? Yo, why my fucking, nigga, I'm the nicest out. Take your shades off before you do it, because otherwise I will think your eyes are squinted beneath. Take your shades off, Mr. Absol, and when you grab a punch and say, bitch, nigga, the fuck you got going on? That's what I need you to do. What you want? You just keep sitting there, making up shit on record, lying. I hate that I had to do this. Okay, all right, my bad. Oh, I spilled shit on. Oh my God, now this fuck. You ever heard this nigga talk tough a day in his life? What the hell? Anyway. This is what Joey Badass sunned him in his face and he mad at me. I hate niggas like, bro, chat, let me tell you, this is wrapping up. What's that RDC skit? It's like this is RDC skit. Where the nigga is tough with everybody, but the niggas that trying to be tough with him. You know what I'm talking about? It's an RDC skit, bro. There's an RDC skit. It's an RDC skit. Yo, what's the name of it? What's the skit? What's the name of the skit? Y'all know what I'm talking about? The one where niggas like, yo, say something. Anybody who say something, I'm slapping anybody. Nigga be like, I won't smoke. He be like, yo, why you laughing? He pointing at somebody else. Somebody know the skit I'm talking about. Oh, fake crazy. The audience is fake crazy. Fake crazy. This is half a rap. This is why I keep telling y'all, y'all niggas got to start setting. Look, come on, man, y'all gonna throw the fuck out. Right here.
This nigga is absolutely not crazy.
That's Absol.
As a matter of fact, he looks like he has all of his senses.
That's Absol.
Even though he was slapping his head, which is indeed a sign of craziness, do not be misled. Niggas love to
act
crazy. It is a tactic known to work on low-level niggas. Let's
Facts.
let the situation continue.
You bitch! I'll set you. That's who they think I am in rap chat. The actual nigga right there that said, what's up? Yo, let's squab right now, nigga. Yo, who this nigga right here? That's what I keep having to, I gotta press the line with them. I got to do it.
That's on me, nigga. Yeah, I cool. Yeah, I what? I'm saying, yeah, man.
That's Joey Badass. Joey Badass is like, what up, nigga? He look over there, he's like, is that nigga from that Beast Coast nigga? Nah. Yo, act where you at, nigga? Act where you at? Fake crazy. Tell
to act crazy. It is a tactic known to work on low-level niggas. Let's let the situation continue.
You bitch! I'll slap you. Say something. I didn't say nothing. I'll slap the fuck out of you. That's on me, nigga. Yeah, I cool. Yeah, I what? I'm saying, yeah, alright, man, step up, bro.
Yo, chat, let me tell you this. You know when I realized this, and this is facts, and I know y'all ain't gonna like this, and I ain't against Nipsey, this is what it is. All that Nipsey shit y'all talking about, one day Nipsey picked the right one, a nigga on social media, and it was a weatherman, and the nigga said, yo, we could meet up in Squad. Nipsey stopped talking about fighting me. Promise. That was the moment I realized this entire rap game is all cap. Nipsey was talking crazy to a nigga, and a weatherman was just like, yo, I pull up to the face. Apparently the nigga used to do some boxing. I watched a story on it. My video. Bro, the nigga used to do boxing. Nipsey stopped talking about any type of physical altercation after that. You know why? Nipsey told the nigga was a bitch. Facts. This is what I'm telling you. You can't let niggas who think they either from the West Coast or they from anywhere that's tough, Chicago you might have to chill, depending on how many guns they got and if you've seen them kill a nigga online. But like, half of these niggas, they're just riding on a gang name type shit. Here we go. So this is my... According to what the reporter said, he said, yeah, by the way, how could you take Diddy seriously? This guy looks... Everybody peeking, all right? Now, here's the thing, man. Nipsey Hussle, after he had reacted to a news report, there was this viral clip that basically, there was news that Diddy was going to buy the Panthers, and it seems that Diddy will have an aspiration to buy the NFL team, okay? According to what the reporter said, he said, yeah, by the way, how could you take Diddy seriously? This guy looks high right here in this video. He looks like he just smoked a blunt and drank the 40. Come on. I'm not taking him seriously. You gotta stay in your comfort zone. If you know music, go and do your goddamn music, dog. Now, this is when Nipsey Hussle, a true black entrepreneur, a guy who's always for black empowerment and black progression, he actually lashed out via ATMZ video where he said that he whipped that guy's ass. By the way, the guy's name is Henry Woodford, and we all thought that nigga was gonna apologize. That's a big bad gangbanger, big bad 60s member. He's not even coming across. Now, at least Nipsey, we saw him slapping him. We saw the pictures. That's a fact. Except that nigga popped back up saying he wanted smoke. Watch it. He said, yo, Nipsey, I saw that Nipsey. I saw that Nipsey. Beat me down when you see me. Here's your opportunity. I'm old school. Let's fight for a cause. Let's raise money for the black community. We can box or go MMA. Chat. This moment, I realized rappers only talk shit. This is why I challenged Lil Baby for the fight. This is why I challenged Meek Mill. Because once I see Nipsey start doing the Cupid shuffle, I said, what? Oh, hell no. Look. You on TMZ saying you beat me down when you see me. Here's your opportunity. I'm old school and only fight for a cause. Let's raise money for the black community. We can box and go down. Let me fight. Let me know time and play. Basically said, what's up? Let's do it. Now, that's when Nipsey went off. He said, first, I'll beat your whitewash Samuel L. Jackson in Django ass. Second, this is another fake crazy type tactic. He never told him, let's fight. He said, I'll beat you up. Never let's fight. Nigga said, I'm down for whatever. Listen, we rejected you from the black community after you schooled your people. Third, I don't hug Uncle Tom's. Fourth, you ain't hard enough. Plus, your knuckles ain't sacred enough. And if anybody don't hurt them, take it slow. Work the rest out. Didn't the universe work it away? It's putting out a hit on the nigga just on the week. That's what's happening. He says we gotta go hard on these guys. Research points up, bro. They always want us to take us down. Now, I don't know what. Just for research purposes. For research purposes, what happened in between that, I could imagine a lot of people got on the phone. A lot of people got on the phone, okay? And I could imagine, pick a charity and... Oh, yeah. Nah, this nigga was on his ass. Here we go. So this is what the guy said. He said, don't reduce the conversation to name calling and painting a false picture. Anyone who knows me, I'm down for my community. I've heard you chirping for 4 days now. Pick a charity and let's do this. I love you, my brother. No hate at all. Nipsey sent out 5 tweets talking X, Y, and Z. Told me I'd take a picture with him. The nigga said, no, let's squabble. We could do it for charity. Let's do it. Or you. And you know what goddamn Nipsey Hussle, because apparently they got on the phone. So ain't nobody really bitched out or whatever. Don't worry about, oh, for the man. Time to move forward. And Nipsey, you know what happened? They got on the phone. Bruv, I haven't seen one rapper who talked the toughest shit. Actually, there's been a few rappers. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when Go Yayo actually pulled up, when the nigga told me, yo, pull up here, and the nigga pulled up, I was like, oh, shit. But everybody know Go Yayo is like a walking crash out. Like, he want to go to jail, right? But nobody that got millions of dollars want to do none of this bullshit. This be lying. Include Nipsey. What the fuck? Nipsey was lying, too. Like, yo, the nigga said, because he actually used to do combat sports. He used to do it as a hobby, but he was training for a while. When he actually said, okay, no, you don't got to call me names or whatever. Let's just do some shit for charity. Never happened. I wonder why.
Other than grow from the experience, there's not going to be a fight. I got nothing but respect for the man. Time to move forward. And Nipsey tweeted out as well, we human. We all make mistakes. After our convo, I understand that he's sincere about balancing the damage and that he feels like it was a mistake.
Now somebody tell me that this nigga Ab-Soul is 90% blind. So now, even though I would love to get some respect for finally giving the beats to like some fake gangster rapper, you beat his ass, they say you beat up a handicapped nigga. I can't win, bro. I can't. If I lose, I can't lose either. Yeah, you beat Ak up. Like, what the fuck you gonna get from that? Right? I'm supposed to lose. But if I beat you up, I want some credit. Because I'm getting a teardrop, like, just for the beat up, nothing else. I beat your ass, I'm getting a teardrop on my face. I'm gonna be like young boy in every picture.
He gonna forgive, say, oh, word? I can't even.
All right, man. Anyway, by the way, thank you to this guy 7 years ago. That's when I realized anytime a rapper talk crazy to you, challenge to a one-on-one fight. You don't even gotta worry about the fight. They won't even say yes. Yo, chat, I've been giving everybody the sauce ever since. 99% of these rappers are pussy. If a rapper challenges you to, says he gonna do something to you, say, as a man, I want a one-on-one fight. These niggas are deathly scared of it. You'll never see that. Now, granted, you might still have to watch out for his crew. His crew might still try to jump you and still claim him to win. But the nigga's not gonna respond to a 1v1 fight. These niggas are scrawny as hell. Have you seen them? They're all on lean. Anyway. Don't do it to every rapper. You gotta have a little bit of smart. I mean, I'll tell you the rappers you can do it to. I'll tell you, there's a few rappers I would highly suggest you don't do it to. But a lot of these guys, of course. Anyway, absolutely. All right, back to reading tweets, chat. You know, we gotta calm it down. Drinking orange juice and a little bit of Patron and Red Bull. I think I'm at my first Red Bull. I'm trying to chill out. Don't get it. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, you see that? That was tricked out. All right, let's go. Chat. You know what I'd be mad about, bro? It's like when a rapper who I know needs the attention mentioned me. At least with Lil Baby, I was having fun with that. Baby's a huge artist, pause. I was having fun with Ab-Soul. The boy fighting with his own label. Fuck nigga so blind, he probably ain't read his own contract, man. All right.
Take those out.
So the judge says
we can't get one of those Atlins working again.
So you're the break. Diplo said the direct weapon is negative expected. The judge says in defense of submission, in the defense argued about the album cover that was relevant, right, Ms. Shapiro? That's what Alexandra Shapiro covered. She said yes. He says Ms. Ventura is topless with her arm crossed. So and the judge says, let's have Mrs. Clark come back. All right, so look like they're gonna, who's Mrs. Clark? We're gonna have to figure that out. Anyway, they bring the jury back in, and Agnifilo says, when you went into the park, it was to tavern, what? It was to tavern on the hill. So we parked. When you said he had Miss Ventura's spin, who was there? Let me show you what you said. You said Lauren Gibson. Captain Clark says, they misheard me. He says, when did you first meet Cassie? So I met her with Ryan Leslie. Then it was said, why did you not get along with Cassie sometimes? Capricorn Clark says in 2008, she got more bravado before being his girlfriend. The longer it lasted, she thought I was being paid to help her. By the way, chat, this story is as old as I've had a bunch of girlfriends, I got a bunch of employees. When any girl of significant value to my life show up around my employees or they think they're the boss like they talk to my employees like they hire. And I get it. A lot of females' perspective is that's my man. That's the thing. Trust me. When the wifey of the boss pulls up, she talks as you better give her the same respect you give to the boss. Or else, start throwing that pussy from that nigga, bitches to him. So, that happens a lot. Also, sometimes a woman will start angry towards other women to let you know, hey, I know that's your boss, I'm getting that. If I'm not getting that respect, they take very subtle things as disrespect. Oh, she usually say edit. When I tell her to edit something, she usually edits A, B, and C. Now, my girl comes to the job and be like, and asks her questions about editing. And they give a vague answer because they don't feel they have to give an answer. All of a sudden, you got your girl telling you, you got fired. She feeling it. I was asking about stuff, she acted like she don't know what's going on. So it's like, I understand. And if you've ever been in that situation, that's right. So Capricorn Clark felt the type of way because she's looking at Cassie. She was there before Cassie was ever his girlfriend. She knew Cassie when Cassie was Ryan Leslie's girlfriend. So she's seen Cassie being elevated from side chick all the way to now the main chick. And she's saying that Cassie's changing on how she's acting with her. Cassie's probably acting like she's more of the boss or whatever the case is. And it was like, yo, to the point, she's like, yo, she thought my job was to help her. Keep in mind, her job is to help Diddy. AOSA says objection, the judge sustains. Agnifilo says, what did you say? Capricorn Clark says she went from being a sweet model to a feisty girlfriend. Agnifilo says she's talented. Clark says she had talent, she was very beautiful, but not talented. He said she was not, she had good taste. Talent to me is Whitney Houston. Cassie, she was more of a studio musician. She needed to. Agnifilo says, did she perform live? A couple times. Agnifilo says, why wasn't she? Clark says she preferred to be with her boyfriend when we moved to LA after Kim had the twins in 2009. I saw her developing more of a relationship with Paul. Mr. Paul. Agnifilo says he supported her. Clark says yes, we're stylists. Dropping the hoops in Atlanta, I developed things on tape. I ran to Cassie and said she had I dressed her like David Bowie. The photo shoots at my house. Shot it on the spot. Agnifilo says, Clark says, Agnifilo says, anything apart? Says, yes, it was fresh. Puff liked it. Agnifilo says, Cassie had agreed with it, right? I said, yeah. We moved to admit this witness. So there's a sealed edition. Agnifilo says, you don't know the sealed edition. I don't. Well, Agnifilo said, here in 2012, we were setting up a recording session. Capricorn Clark says, yeah, Mario Wyman was. Agnifilo says, was it for Mr. Capricorn Clark says, yes. He says, when did you learn about Cassie Cuddy? Fall of 2011. I picked her up there. Agnifilo says, you believe that after Thanksgiving, Mr. Ventura and Kid Cudi were what? Getting to know each other. Capricorn Clark says. Agnifilo says, why'd you get a burner phone at Best Buy? Cece says, well, I told her, you can't do this on your bad boy phone. Agnifilo says, how did you learn about burner phones? Cece says, I grew up in Los Angeles. Agnifilo says, in December 2011, Mr. Combs was at an orphanage in Almaty, Kazakhstan? Cece says, yeah, I heard it was in Russia. Agnifilo says, how did you get Combs into your building? Says, I was told. So how did Mr. Combs get into your building? Capricorn Clark says, I was told the security guard got fired. What was his name? He says, some random security guard. Niflo says, what did he look like? He was a black guy, but was younger than 35. Then it was said, what was Mr. Combs doing with the gun? Remember, this is when Diddy shows up to her spot with the gun, saying, yo, Cassie's fucking Kid Cudi. Capricorn Clark said he had it in his hand. And Niflo says, he wasn't pointing at you? She says, no. Niflo says, but you told the government to point at you. Cece says, it says, or wave around. And I think that's wave. So now she's saying mistake. He didn't point at her. Niflo says, yo, where did you change into your street clothes? Capricorn Clark says, in my closet. Niflo says, isn't it true you went is it true you went so that Mr. Combs went to do something stupid? He said, no, I went because he said he didn't care. I didn't want to. So she's making the argument that she was forced. Not that she was Diddy was going to go to Niflo says, got a bad temper. To the escalator, we have a hut. So when she was leaving her place to get to the escalator, behind the driver was a gun. She made a call, right? She says, not then. And Niflo says, they put the door to see if they Capricorn Clark said, I wasn't really paying attention. I was in my head trying to plan the next step. I was praying, Cudi was gone. Niflo says, Cassie have 2 rooms? Clark says, Cudi took her to one room. She had another. Okay? You're 100% sure that you called and told her. He said, yes. Very good. You didn't want to help to see you on the phone. Niflo says, you said you saw Lauren London. Did you say that Lauren London was on the phone with you, Cassie, and Cudi? No, only part of the time. So apparently Lauren London was on the phone with you. I wanted someone to
After you take those out, we'll be clear to get one of those admins working again.
Updating markers.
Niflo says, then you see a Porsche coming up the hill. Clark says, yes. That's black. Fire. He stops next to us and he says, turn away. And then we see police cars. Niflo says, so you go pick up Cassie and go in. Then you go to King. It's a home. There it is. Fix your throat, please. Pause. A little bit of alcohol in there. Okay. So, this is around 2011, 2012. Cassie's been fucking with Kid Cudi. Diddy finds out. Goes to Capricorn. I believe. Yo, we're about to go. later on, she said that Cassie gave the address. So I'm not sure if maybe Capricorn Clark on Cassie's mind, go crazy on her dude, and like, tell me where that woman living. Now she know Kid Cudi not in the crib, but let's say she lives in his house anyway. Capricorn is not a real name, right? Is that a real name? Or like a stage name? It gotta be a real name. Capricorn. Okay. Agnifilo says, when you're on vacation, who was it with? Rihanna. He says, after you were fired, what job did you get? I was hired by Chris Lighty to work for 50 Cent. I think a lot of this is gonna make sense. Because the idea that 50, that Diddy was waving around a gun probably has something to do with Capricorn going to work. By the way, you know so interesting. Yo, he's 2 months pregnant with the op. Think about this. Her, like,
that's it. Friends, the gate will open now.
Good morning, Errol. Today we are expecting to hear from Capricorn Clark. She is one of Sean Combs' former assistants, but she also worked her way up to being an executive at his company. So the other former personal assistant we've heard from so far, Errol, worked with him for brief periods of time. This is someone who has been on for many years, quite a bit. For example, in the kid Cudi story, it's got next to me that he was talking about. Spoke about
So I think Diddy used to fuck all these women. I think Diddy's gay as a $2 bill. I think Diddy's like Sosa Santana, my boy. He's like Frank Ocean. But he gotta fuck these people because what he craves more than personal relationships or anything is power and control. And these women who look at him in a role of having power, it's taken to a different level when he fucks them. So I think he's fucking them for power. I don't think he's fucking because he likes pussy. I think he likes semen. I think he likes men. honestly.
An incident where he believes that Combs broke into his house and he had received a call from Capricorn Clark, this assistant we're going to hear from today, or former assistant, saying that she had been forced to come to the house, that Combs and one of his associates were inside at the time. She was also CC'd on a message that we saw. Cassie Ventura had sent it to her mother, Regina Ventura, and this was a message where she was saying that Combs had threatened her and Mescudi, and that he was saying that he was going to release explicit sex tapes about her if her mother didn't give him $20,000, which her mother did at the time. Combs did return that money, but this should be a very interesting witness, Errol, because Combs' assistants were so close to him.
Dave, thanks for coming back.
Oh, all right. Have you ever heard Capricorn Clark? It's kind of interesting. It looks like she was. Now, I think here's the thing. So I gotta do this. Without having I believe these people's integrity and their credibility is being challenged by the prosecutor. If this guy is such a monster, such an abuser, he used to put hands on you, why in the fuck, as of last year, you were trying to get a job with him, and he had to literally, the only reason why you weren't hired, they said we can't hire you right now because of the investigation. Now you're on the stand testifying that this guy is all of these things. So, you stopped working for Diddy back in 2016, right? 2016, it's 2025, it's 9 years. And up until 2024, just fully processed, never.
Right now we want to transition as we are following the very latest of the Sean Combs sex trafficking trial. It takes us out to the day after the beautiful skyline shot there in New York City. Sean Diddy Combs will return to court today after the sex trafficking trial resumes after the holiday weekend. This after rapper Kid Cudi wrapped up his testimony last week. Talk about New York's Leona Telesetti joining us live this morning outside of the Manhattan Federal Courthouse with the very latest details. Briella, good morning.
Good morning to you, Gina. And when court resumes at around 9:30 this morning, another one of the former personal assistants, Capricorn Clark, is set to testify, and she will be.
So other people were one time peek after Cap. I don't think highly of.
Okay, her shit is Capadonna. 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 But I think this is private. Right? Yep.
today, Tuesday, May 27th, 2025. We're halfway through the day, and it's been Capricorn Clark all day on the stand. On direct, she described a number of incidents, including being kidnapped, gun in the car, working hard on the burning train. She also described in great detail being accused of having stolen jewelry from a big white card. She had the jewels and then she didn't have the card. For 5 days, she was taken to a building on Broadway and given a lie detector test by a guy who said the biggest thing. The idea being that he failed the test and was done to sort of broken down at the beginning of the cross-examination by Mark Avenateo, the lead attorney for Sean Combs. He's usually a pretty kind of Columbo-like cross-examiner, but he got to it by saying, you had a crush on him, didn't you? He said, she called him Chuck, as in Chuck. But she also said that he was working black an entrepreneur, so we'll see how she collects herself. The next break is more than usual. The government said it's making them but we're covering it. We came over here to 40 to cover some other cases. There's a tennis Pro Tour case about threats made to players apparently for starting another union. There's a Malcolm X case. And there's another criminal case we can discuss. Might as well, since we're out of your show. That's where they're playing out their day's direct presentations, and now apparently it's going to be filled in the time. Where's all stuff on Patreon we did this morning, free stuff on Substack, we have a book about these two, and there'll be one about these three. So we've got to go back to
That's it. By the way, if he was fucking her, I want to hear what you got to say. Because I'm going to look at it the other way. Unless you're coming with freak off, he forced me to do freak off shit, what it then tells me, he was fucking with you consensually on both y'all parts, right? Because she's not claiming sexual abuse. He was fucking you, you were down with it, and everything that the government is trying to prove about him being a super sex trafficker, this and third,
yeah, because of the rule of evidence, they're not gonna let Diddy's lawyers get into that. That's why they're saying objection. But Diddy was clearly fucking this woman too, and she don't have no story that's like Cassie's story. She don't have no story that's like anybody else's story. Not granted, obviously the government's case is that it's not. We're not trying to say he did the freak off or whatever to everybody, but he didn't do it to. Well, they said they had about 4 or 5 victims. Well, 2 victims of sex trafficking and 3 other victims of forced labor and 1 of prostitution or whatever cases. Still, if I'm the defense, I want to show because like, this guy was Cassie only leaves when he calls Kim Porter the soldier. This chick leaves after basically him and Cassie get over the Kid Cudi shit and they get rid of her. So she always thought, oh, Cassie don't want me around. This is all a bunch of Game of Thrones, House of Cards shit going on with the women who are all trying to be the closest to Nick. If I'm the defense, that's how I'm painting it, according to what's allowed in court based on, all these evidentiary hearings, evidentiary hearings. They can't respect it. That's what I'm getting. You said this is complicated. Chat. All right, let me just see if we're using the same word. One in the chat is Diddy's fucking her, or did. I'm not saying fuck her all the time, but he at least gave her a copy. She might not be freak off worthy, but she got bored in the office. Songs to go to the billboard. You'll just set up something with 106 and Park. You call her in. Suck him off real quick. You go. All right, come on.
1 in the chat if you think he was at least fucking. 2 in the chat if you think he was just straight platonic. Oh, yeah. So again, I think the defense has to use that angle. Yo, you were becoming jealous. They use it with Cassie. You were becoming jealous of Kim Gordon. They got to use it with her. You were becoming jealous of Cassie. You know what I'm saying? All right. Captain Clark. I felt I was only gone, and she was still there, and things were in work. I try to keep professionalism as a goal.
Updating local map. One hell cannon remains.
So you thought you'd be as protected. She says it was to move the ball toward the goal, to inspire. Agnifilo says, did it hurt that he would only take her back because Cassie? Oh, he would only take her back because Cassie wanted you back? He said, yes. I have no parents. My son is autistic. My stakes are higher. See, I don't even like that answer because it doesn't answer the question correctly. They're asking, does it hurt your feelings that Diddy never really just, he didn't make the decision saying, I want her back. He only hired you back because his girl wanted you back. Remember that they're kind of like, in a low-key way, painting this picture of jealousy. And they're basically saying, you had to feel some type of way that the only reason why you even came back was because Cassie approved it, not that Diddy wanted you. See, they're trying to give that angle, but they can't do it directly. They can't do it directly. Okay. Agnifilo says, just a few more minutes and we'll get you out by today. Capricorn Clark says, thank you, sir. Agnifilo says, you did a lot of great work with Cassie in 2016 and 2017, right? CC says, I believe so. He says, Cassie had addiction problems? She said, yes. He says, you made a short movie with him. He says, yeah, it was called Love a Loser. He says, you wrote to him asking for forgiveness? CC says, I wanted my life back, my dream, my competence. Agnifilo says, when you met with me, you wanted to work with him. So did he? See? Again, you see they're painting it in a really nonchalant way. Wait, you wrote to Diddy asking for his forgiveness? Now they're acting, you see, they can't mention it in a romantic way. So let me explain the federal rules of evidence. As someone who's on the stand, who's a witness, they can't intrude into her love life. Some of the abuse of what she's testifying to, she was party to or may have been affected, right? It's like, for example, if a woman comes up in a rape case and she said, oh, I had sex with that guy too, he was kind of rough with me, you can't ask that woman, what about the guy before? Or who's the guy after that fucking guy? What's the next guy? Was he rough with you? You can't ask that. Like, you can't be probative in this, and it's something that protects witnesses and victims. So I really want to say you was on Diddy's shit too. So they're doing it in a roundabout way. Alright? Y'all kind of get it? I know y'all. Okay. He says, met with me. That's what you want to work with, right? To discuss it. Agnifilo says nothing. That's a drop mic. So he's done a pretty good job. I think he did a good job with her. He painted her as someone who has an interest in Diddy. Cared for Diddy, and maybe she saw Cassie as competition. And it would probably even go into these other type of like inferences that you could make. If you like Diddy and Diddy is infatuated with Cassie, yeah, you might be. You don't want Diddy to kill Kid Cudi, but probably Diddy about that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're hoping he's happy for you. You get me? So that's why she's like, oh yeah. So, well, why did you go with him to Kid Cudi's house? You say you went to like make sure you I had can't really just be like, oh, I against Diddy, but she would have still worked for him. Obviously. So now, it's the sidewalk. Yeah. So after it's enough.
with your sidewalk. Also, here's the thing. So again, remember, probative questions cannot really be asked about this. Okay? So now, you know, beyond this has to be a normal question because we know her salary was $65,000, right? The AUSA seems to be asking maybe about the settlement. How much was Combs required to pay? I don't know if Diddy's team objected. I was asking. But say how much did he pay for a settlement or to get rid of the lawsuit? No, because remember, she's still considered, you know, she's a witness and slash victim in a case of sex abuse. And these evidentiary rules that we keep hearing rule for, and not allow for all like puts victims at risk, so they have to prove. By the way, that's like for that admitted, and also all of those are probate, right? Unless Diddy was charged with intentionally infecting somebody, which he wasn't. By the way, R. Kelly was charged for that in Chicago, I believe. So those things were on the record. But if you notice any